To our Ann Cicalese. She's tracking exactly how cold it's going to feel, Ann.
Yes, we are looking at yet again cold weather advisories that have been issued for this morning. You can see this cold weather advisory in effect through 10 o'clock this morning, moving west to 495. So we have an impact day for you with wind chill factors down to 5 below in Boston at the moment, 17 below as you're heading out in Worcester. It does not get much warmer this morning. However, unlike yesterday where we were stuck in that frigid air, we are looking at a slight warm up this afternoon, upper 20s. Doesn't sound like much, but that will feel a little more comfortable. We have a weather alert for tomorrow, a clipper system bringing our next round of snow, impacting the evening commute, looking like a general 1 to 3 inches, but we could see more as you move farther north. The timeline for this showing snow moving in as early as 3-4 o'clock for areas west of Boston, but this does linger into the night. I'll have the timeline for when this exits and our next warm up on the way. A little close to the average here soon. What's on our radar? So over the next 12 hours, it's a frigid morning, but we see some afternoon improvements, enough so that I think we'll see some melting of the snowpack out there today under the sun as we make a run toward 30 this afternoon. We have another round of snow. That's our next threat for your Tuesday evening commute. And then we're looking ahead to this weekend. Temperatures closer to average, maybe a rain-snow mix by Sunday night, but it does look like it is going to be a little bit warmer. Cold weather advisory has been issued, and it's in effect as you move west to 495. So most of our inland areas feeling this through Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and down through Connecticut, where wind chill factors are what it feels like. Could get as low as 15 to 20 below. Our coldest spot right now is Worcester Airport, where it's down to about 16 below with that wind chill. Still, in eastern Massachusetts, where we don't have the advisory, it's still cold. We're seeing wind chills below 0, just about 7 below is what it feels like in Boston, but despite actual temperature readings that are above 0. We're sitting at 11 in Boston right now. Of course, that is cold, but that is an improvement from yesterday. We're seeing about a 7-degree jump from yesterday, and that jump is going to be more prominent in the afternoon. You'll notice the difference as you're heading out this afternoon. Even though it's not a warm day, we're still about 10 degrees below average with highs in the upper 20s to low 30s. But with the sun in place, you will feel a difference. Yesterday, we saw wind chill factors all afternoon near 0 and below. We are going to feel like we're in the upper teens today. So some improvements. We're moving toward a cold night ahead, though. It's cold and dry as we drop to near 8 degrees. We have a Storm T5 weather alert for tomorrow. While it is dry to start off the day, a clipper system brings our next round of snow, and the timing here is inconvenient right during the evening commute. So let's get into that timeline. As early as 3-4 o'clock, we see that shield of snow moving in from the west. I do believe that will move into Boston shortly thereafter. So if you're an evening commuter, especially beyond the 5 o'clock hour, you're going to be running into a steadier snowfall here. This is past the 8 p.m. when I think the worst of the snow will be pushing through. You'll see shortly after midnight, I would say between midnight to 3 a.m., the snow is exiting, and then it's out of here for the morning commute on Wednesday. So widespread 1 to 3, but we could see more than 3 inches as we move farther northward into areas of northern Massachusetts as we move north of Route 2. Furthermore, this area of low pressure is kind of stuck over the Atlantic, so that will keep circulating. We'll feel like it's near 0 this morning, but it will feel a little better this afternoon, upper 20s to near 30 degrees. Cold weather advisory expires at 10 a.m. for areas inland. And then I want to draw your attention to what's next. We have a Storm Team 5 weather alert for snow moving in for the evening commute tomorrow. And then your 10-day forecast showing some signs of improvement here, making a run toward 40 by next week. We have temperatures in the single digits to just about 10 degrees, but it feels like it's below 0. Afternoon highs in the upper 20s under sun will allow for some melting, some signs of improvements today, but we get right back into a round of snow tomorrow, arriving for the evening commute, a general 1 to 3 inches with upwards of 3 to 6, moving near and north of Route 2. 7-day forecast showing sun stretches through New Hampshire and through Connecticut as well. So in these spots, we have the best chance of seeing those wind chills of 10 to even 20 below 0. That is dangerous, and we're watching this advisory through about 10 o'clock this morning. We will see improvements with our temperatures thereafter. Here's a look at those actual wind chill factors. 4 below is what it feels like in Boston, so it is sub-zero wind chills region-wide, but it's when we get into these wind chill factors that are about 10 to even 14 below right now that it starts to get into that bitter category. So on our radar, frigid morning giving way to some afternoon improvements with sun. Our next threat is snow moving in for the evening commute tomorrow. We have an eye on our weekend, temperatures closer to average, so we will watch our next potential for a storm for Sunday night, but because we're warmer, there will likely be some rain mixing in with that. We are sitting at 8 degrees in Norwood right now. These temperatures, as we sit closer to 11 in Boston, are about 8 to even 10 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. And that warm up leads us into a slightly warmer afternoon. We're still about 10 degrees below average in the upper 30s, but with high temperatures reaching toward 30 today, you will see some signs of melting of the snowpack on the ground. Sunshine prevails for all of the area today. We're dry heading into tonight, but it is cold in the single digits. Tomorrow, clouds start to gather, and that's ahead of our snow. Here we are at 3:30 on your Tuesday afternoon. Snow just starting to move in from the west, but for Boston, that timeline closer to 4 to 5 p.m. By 8 p.m., we're in the steady snowfall. So evening commuters, heads up for this. It's not going to be blizzard conditions, but a steady snowfall around for several hours. Between midnight to 3 a.m., that snow starts to exit. So here's why we have that Storm Team 5 weather alert. A general 1 to 3 inches, upwards of 3 to 6 as you move near and north of Route 2. I'll have that 7